Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. We are setting everything up. 2 minutes to go. Welcome, welcome. If you have been to one of my webinars before, just say, I'm a return FM follower. Just let me know. And if you're new, just say newbie. And I'd love to say a special hi to you.
Yeah.
We're very excited to have you here. So my name is Francesca Moy.
I'm Jamie McVeigh.
And we're not starting yet. We're starting in 2 minutes. So just making sure that everything is working out. And in 2 minutes, we're going to get started. Second one. Hey, Kylie.
Oh, hey, Kylie.
Good to see you, darling. You've spent a few hours here with me. You're one of my clients. Love to see you here. Cool. We've got heaps of people joining, which is very good. Hopefully my team can now share it on social media and let everyone know. Actually, we've got to do that too while we're here.
Yeah.
Get something to, or maybe we should get just that and put it on top of that, and we can go live on the meetup thing. That behind here. I'm just brainstorming ideas on how we can go live on the meetup queen. And we're nearly ready. 1 minute to go, everyone. Just go in the question box and tell us, if you've been here before. There you go. You got this. I love it. How to be. Today we're going to talk about how to make an impact in your community. So we're starting in literally 1 minute. 1 minute to go, everyone. Back, live video. All right, we are nearly there. 1 minute to go, everyone. Make sure that you go into the question box and tell us where you're from. Where you're from. If you've been here before, we'd love to know you. Just press start when you're done, and maybe take it off from internet if it is. Ready, steady, go. We're about to start. Now, can you see the PowerPoint? Yeah, you should be able to see the PowerPoint, hear me, and see me. All right, everyone. Well, my name is Francesca Moy. I'm very excited to be here. If you have been to one of my webinars before, you know a little bit about me. Where are my stalkers? Where are my stalkers? You guys are very quiet. What's happening here? I want to hear from you. Where are you from? Have you been here before? First time that you see my Facebook Lives. Today we're going to show you Facebook Lives. This is a webinar. Today we're going to show you how to create an impact in your community, which is very exciting. And we've got Jamie also joining me today, and we are live on the Meetup Queen as well. Maybe, nearly. You got it? Okay, all right, awesome. So all good, perfect. Thank you, Ray. Ray told me that she can hear me, she can see me, everything is happening. All right, and we're live also on the Meetup Queen. Good to see you, everyone over there. All right, perfect. So today we're going to cover about how to create an impact in your community. So first of all, I would like to know, do you have a community? Have you been active in your community? Woo, and light it was. Love it. Yes, good. Really good. Now we're very bright in here. Check this out.
Way better.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna teach you how to make an impact in the community. Hey, Jason from Connecting Teams. I met you the other day at the Small Business Expo.
Awesome.
Good to see you, Jason. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. So the first thing that we want to teach is, want to share with you is, who is this Francesca Moy, right? Why she's teaching us about how to make an impact? Well, I've been in business for now nearly 4.5 years. Well, 5 years, but the first 6 months was a bit of a flop. Nothing happened, and so we're just crapping it out, right? So it happened to everyone, right? The first 6 months, you try and error, and you go, oh my goodness, this is so hard, until I found the solution, and the solution was creating a following. I created a following, which is, 15,000 people that follow me across all social media. Alone in Meetup, we've got 12,000 members in all my meetups in Australia. And in 8 months, since the moment I discovered Meetup, I created a 6-figure business. That was 3 years ago, and now we are on $1 million business, which is incredible. And that's why this woman now works with me, because I finally can afford amazing people like Jamie joining the team. It's so good to have Jamie supporting, and not just in every day, but actually in the strategy and in brainstorming, it's always good to have someone to lean on. So let me know in the question if you are a solopreneur or if you actually have some team members. We have actually 3 virtual assistants in the Philippines, which are priceless. One is just watching there and one is watching here. And then we also got 4 amazing people working in the office. We're privileged enough that since January we've got this amazing office here in Marari, and we love it. We love it here. We love it here, and I can't stop buying stuff. That's my problem.
For a venue, we love having our own venue.
We love having our own venue. We just bought this beautiful. Anyways, long story short, we bought this beautiful speaker today. We were just like
blasting it, dancing.
Testing it out. All right, let's get to work, right? So the whole point of doing what we do is that we teach you how to make an impact in your community. So have a look at this photo if you're watching in the webinar, and you'll be able to see that is one of the first photos that I put up probably 4 years ago, and started to make an impact in the community in a very small way, which I didn't know was going to make a massive impact. Eventually your little drops will then eventually become a ripple effect, and you're making a huge impact in people's life without even knowing, which is great. So let me know in the question box or in the comments over here. We've got heaps of people watching.
You'll see us lean over. I should have worn my glasses.
Yes, so we've got 2 broadcasts going on, so that's why we are sort of leaning on. So if you have your own community, put please in the box so I know what type of people we got watching today. So have you already got your own community, or you don't? And if you don't, that's fine, but just want us to see where you guys are at, and where are you from? Where are you watching from? I'd love to go. No, you don't have yet.
Not yet.
That's fine, Kylie. You are already part of the tribe, so I'm sure that we'll show you how to do that. Hey, Marthy, how are you?
Hey, Marthy.
Cool. So you guys, some of you are, some are not. No, yes. Okay, cool. Good to see you. Good to see everyone in here. So
the laundry.
The laundry is the first thing that we want to share with you. Natalie.
So Natalie says no staff yet, and she's at Manly West.
Oh, good to see you, Natalie.
I love how you said no staff yet.
Yes.
Because as you grow, you will need that staff.
I love it. That's really good. Well, actually, one of the first things I'm going to share with you guys is that I had staff, the first virtual assistant, before I was even paying myself. And my dad was doing my books, and he was saying, why are you paying someone else before paying you? And I said, Dad, because that's how you do business. You invest before you can even imagine to afford it, right? And then things will happen to you. But let's go back to the laundry. What is the laundry? Well, the laundry is what we actually created, because what I realized is that we need to, take people through a journey and making sure that you are in front of people for as long as possible. So without being offensive or anyone take it off, in a negative way, is a little bit of a way to show you how you take people from Facebook, which is an online community, to an offline environment. So you take them offline, you wash them in a laundry, and then you dry them and hang them on Facebook in a very, very lovely way. What I want to say about that is that you take people from an online community, bring them offline, give and build a lot of trust. That's when you wash them, but not like brainwash them. Like it's actually, you just spend time with them and nurture them.
With them.
You connect with them, and you spend time with them, and then and you don't sell those people offline, and then you put them back online. You show people online how famous you are, how successful you are, because you got all these people watching.
Yeah, and you're giving that value not only online but offline at a live event, person to person, face to face.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest feedbacks that we get for you. Is people will say to me when she's not around, she is the same, isn't she? Like I see her online and I see her in person and she's the same. And that just builds more credibility, more trust. And that's huge for people to see that you're the same person online and offline. And the fact they get to see you offline and at a live event, that's done wonders for your business. So.
Yeah, 100%. And that is what's been happening, is that people are either concentrating on online strategies or on offline strategies. They don't really know how to merge them. They don't really know how to do the laundry properly. They don't understand the value of doing an event offline and then showing everyone online, hey, I did an event. And like it's literally someone today they joined my academy actually the other day, said they did an event this weekend, and they, the first thing they learned from me is take photos at their bloody event and show it to everyone. And that's the first thing you want to do. And it seems something very obvious, but when you run your first event, you'll forget.
Yeah, the last thing you're thinking about is taking photos because you're so busy and you're in the moment and you're taking it all in and fixing everything and
and then if you tell me come to my event, I always have 15, 20 people, I will stalk you on Facebook, and if I don't see it, I won't believe it. And it's not me, it's everyone. Everyone out there does that. They want to come to your event, they will stalk you. If they don't see results, they don't see proof of what you're saying, they're going to think, oh my goodness, I'm going to be the only one going to this event, right? So that's what the laundry is all about. So to make an impact in your community, what we realize is that you cannot make an impact if you are invisible.
True.
So I created a social media influencer journey, and to make people understand where they are at, right? So it's very important, Jamie, to understand where people come from and where people where people are at when they come to us. And if you don't understand where you are, I cannot tell you how to go anywhere, right?
Sure. That's right.
So for example, if you get lost in the GPS, right, the GPS needs to know where you are. If you lost connection, if you don't have wireless, I can't tell you where to go. True that?
Yep.
Stop it.
I know.
It's a good way to put it. So we need to understand, you need to understand where you are at in the journey from invisible to invincible on social media, so that you can understand how you're going to take the next step towards success, toward being invincible on social media.
Yep.
That is exactly what we're going to show you today. So first, what we're going to do is to explain what every level means. And remember, this is only on social media. It's not a reflection of your business. In your business, you might have a super successful word of mouth business that's working really well, that is working for you, has been working for many years. Maybe now it's started to slow down a little bit because obviously you haven't been producing more new leads, so obviously it started to dry out a little bit, but you have a successful, you have been having a successful cash flow, and financially you're okay and all that. However, we need to understand your social media journey, which has got nothing to do with your business. Yeah,
so this is not reflective of your business success. Exactly. This is reflective of where you're at with social media, and are you turning your social media following into clients and customers?
Yes, 100%. So be honest with yourself. Don't try to cheat and say that you are a step ahead than what you actually are, because that's what happens a lot. We get people that come to us and say, I think I'm pretty much empowered, I'm running workshop and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And so then Jamie and I, because we've done this for a while, we go, okay, well, how many people do you get your workshop? Oh, I had to cancel the last few, I can't get people. I'm like, so you're not running workshop, like you're trying to run workshop, but you're not getting people, so that means you're not running it. So you need to be honest with yourself. Even if you have a plan, you're still not getting people there, from Facebook, from social media, that means that you're not, in the empowered, you're still invisible, you're still active, or you're still, right? So you need to be brutally honest with yourself and get yourself out there so you can actually understand, where you're at. So invisible.
All right, so invisible means you don't really post on Facebook that often. You might put something about your business every once in a while, but then that's it.
Yeah.
You post it and you kind of leave it.
Yeah, because
you might get one like.
Yeah, maybe your mom.
So people aren't really engaging with it. You're not consistent. You kind of post when you feel like it, or maybe you post right before you have an event. Then you'll do a post about it and hope that people will come and see it and see the post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe you come from corporate, and corporate and marketing is so much different from being a business owner, and your titles of your posts or your live videos or your emails are very well, we're not talking about emails here, but I've noticed that as well, that it's sort of a match of the content is very professional and actually doesn't connect with people, so you don't get interaction. You actually intimidate your audience in a way that they don't want to be interacting with you because they think you're too smart, or you know, they don't know how to add any value to your comments, so they're not gonna reply. So remember that in this case, we're really talking about Facebook. That's where my expertise are. So just pretend that you're just talking about Facebook. Don't forget about other social media, and think about where are you in your Facebook journey. So have you been posting consistently? Have you been, you know, not knowing what content to post? So is that been in the too hard basket and you just give up too easy? And that's what invisible is. Then we go to active.
So active, you post a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you're trying to be consistent, but it's still not anything that you can really, you're not really planning it.
Yeah.
But you are posting, and you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
And
you might have a big network.
Absolutely.
Right. And so now the people close to your network, they start to be active on your posts, and they want to support you a little bit. So they're commenting, but you're getting no business.
Yeah. And you might put on an event, but you'll find as the event gets closer, you're having to cancel it because you're not getting any bumps on seats at your event. Yeah. Nobody's showing up. Nobody's committing to it.
Yeah, some people are interested in it, they click on going, but nobody actually is buying the tickets, right? So then it becomes, again, too hard, and you just give up too easy. You just go, too difficult. That's it. I'm not doing this anymore. And you just stop being consistent on social media, stop posting, and you go back to being invisible. By the way, Jamie, have you been ever invisible?
A lot.
Have you ever been active?
I have.
There you go. I have too. I've been invisible and I've been active. So really important to understand that we all been there. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you understand where you are, that means that you can go to the next level, which is the best thing ever. So then we go to established.
Yeah. So established, you have a plan of action. You have a strategy. You're starting to be more consistent. You're getting some interaction on your posts. People are liking, people are commenting. You're running events and you're getting a couple of people, but usually you're stuck to your family doing you a favor. Your family and friends, you know, they'll come to your workshop. You're getting a few bumps on seats, but it's not quite.
Or your past clients.
Yeah, past clients will come.
You just struggle to get new cold leads. You're just getting only your warm audience and being active, and so you're not monetizing it. You're not making new money from Facebook. You're not, you know, getting leads that really want to pay. So then again, when you're time that you get clients from word of mouth or from other platforms that you've been using, you sort of give up on Facebook and go and nurture those platforms, and then you come back here and you are back to invisible. Does it make sense? So established is when, you know, you've been in business for a while, you've got a big network offline, and sort of they're active a little bit online, but you're not getting new audience because you're not consistent in social media.
I've had a few people pop on. Hi, Scott. Hi, Ray. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Welcome.
So at this point, and guys, if you're connecting now, let us know where you are from, where you're watching from, and if you've been to any of our webinars before. Now we go to empowered. Empowered is when now we start to get results. We start to make some money.
That's right.
It's happening, right? We're getting leads, and then we get busy, and then because we're one-man band, you turn your shoulders to Facebook, you start looking after your clients, you come back to Facebook, and you have to start again.
Crickets.
It feels like a cricket now in there. There's no momentum anymore, and it's hard to keep that up. The empowered is when you work, you make money, but then again, you don't have a system in place that is gonna be sort of automatic. That you know, that momentum just keeps flowing and it's easy. Hi, Sylvia. Good to see you.
Hi.
Thank you for watching. Yeah, so that's something that a lot of people tell me that they're doing. And when you're unempowered, until you're at that level, you're easily going back to, you know, established, and then go back to active, and then go back invisible. So you just sort of like pretty much swinging like easily from one level to the other, and it's just so frustrating. And then again, you sort of lose momentum and lose consistency and lose passion for it as well. And then sort of all of a sudden you go to our basket again. Now, to stay, you know, there is like that little bit of, I don't know if you've noticed that in business, it happens a lot. You go to, you know, work hard, and feels like nothing is happening. And you're like, I've been working hard, but nothing happens. And then all of a sudden, you get a peak, right? And business is taking out. You go, oh my goodness, it's so good. And then guess what? When you go up again, and then you get a little bit of a plateau again, and then nothing happened. You go, what's happening? Nothing happened. And all of a sudden, you go to the next level. And that happens every single level until empowered. And the empowered is actually the hardest level, because when you are there, you need to be really consistent to go to invincible.
Yep.
You need to make a lot of stuff, a lot of things to get that big last step. But when you get to the top of the Everest, when you get to invincible, it's really hard to knock you back down.
That's right.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're invincible, it's more of a feeling, like you have that certainty that you know that anything and everything you do on social media, it works, it's gonna happen, it's gonna be easy and flowy, and that's what you want.
So you post something
Melissa,
on...
you're from Melbourne, and you will see you next week. Yay! Yes.
So when you're invincible, you post something on Facebook, you get interaction, you get engagement, you get likes, you get loves, you get comments, you do a Facebook Live, people join in, people interact, people like, they love, they comment, all of those things. When you are invincible, you can put events on and have that confidence that people are going to show up. You're not going, oh my gosh, how many do we have? Oh my gosh, there's none of that panic. You can put on an event and you know that people will show up. When you make those tickets for sale, people will purchase them. Yeah,
well, anything you do, like we got planners, actually none of them here, but we got planners, we create our own planners, we put them on social media, and everyone says, I want one, I want one, I want one. It's a good feeling, you actually get excited about posting something because you know you're going to get interaction, and that is a different level to be. So if you would like to be invincible, then put hashtag invincible in the comments. We would love, in both, in the comments in the webinar and in the Meet Our Queen, we would love to see how many people really want to be invincible. So just go ahead and put a hashtag invincible in there. We'll give it a special shout out for you, because it's really important to understand that if you want to get from one level to the other one, then now is the desire. You need to want it. You need to be hungry for it. You need to go and say, yep, I want to be. Natalie.
Natalie wants to be invincible. Yes, Natalie.
That is awesome. That is what you want. You want to have that hunger. You want to fight for it. You just want to say, oh yeah, he'll be all right. I'll be happy with, Sylvia.
Invincible. Sylvia, yes.
Sylvia, that's awesome. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I have noticed, I'm Italian, and I have noticed that sometimes in Australia, people don't want to celebrate that feeling. They don't want to, put themselves out there and say, yes, I want to do that. I want to work hard to get there, because sometimes the tall poppy syndrome happens. They just want to keep themselves small, and I'll be all right if I'm just established. I don't need to be invincible. Why not? You deserve it, and your clients deserve it. If you're trying to stay invisible, you are doing a disservice to all the people that you could make a difference to all the people that you could change lives to all the people that need your help. If you're in business, if you're in service-based business, do you believe that you change lives? Because if you do, then get over yourself and become invincible, and put yourself out there and help as many people as possible. Being invincible, social media, doing these Facebook Lives and this thing is not about your ego. It's not about being there and going, look how good I am. That's not what it's about. It's about being able to change as many lives as possible, and that is what that status is. And a lot of people don't really want to admit that, and that when it hurts our hearts, because we want to help you guys to put yourself out there so you can make an impact in your community. But if you stay invisible, you could never make an impact. You could to one people, 2, 3, 4, but not thousands, not millions. And how many people could you impact if you stop listening to that little voice in your head? And that is the question. Now, only 2. Look at this. We got literally, between these 2, we got literally 30 people live right now. And only 2 people have been saying that they actually want to be invincible. What is happening? Let's get yourself out there. Let's put yourself out there to get the business to the next level. So what do you really need to do to make massive impact with your community? Well,
3 things. So you need to do 3 things to make that massive impact and boom your business. And the first one is to monetize your following.
Monetize and grow your following. Hey, Giselle. You want to be invincible.
Yay!
That's awesome. Oh, we got one more here. Melissa.
Yes, Melissa.
I love it. Therese, how are you?
Hi, Therese.
Good to see you.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, so the 3 things you need to do is to monetize and grow your following, because we need to get your following out there for you to boom your business and get your business out there, and you know, get that following, that momentum on social media, so that you can easily get that interaction, because that's the hardest thing, is to get comments, to get people interacting in your social media and in your videos, in your comments, in your posts, in everything you do.
Because if you don't have a following, then you don't have anybody seeing your posts, therefore you're invisible.
Yes, 100%.
This all makes sense. It kind of goes together. So
yeah, totally.
As we grow your following, we grow the engagement on your posts, and yeah, it's very exciting. Oh, invincible. We knew what you meant, Giselle. It's okay.
Giselle, I still don't know how to spell invisible. That's about.
There'll be times you might see me not sure. I mean, don't you mean invincible?
Yes, I know, right? That's so fun. All right, so the second thing you need is to become a celebrity. And again, it's not ego-based. It's literally just to, you know, make sure that you understand that people will recognize you. So do you want to explain what happened at the expo?
Yes, it happens every time we do an expo. So we did it was the Brisbane Small Business Expo, and then we did the Logan Small Business Expo last week. They're put on by Paula Brand. They're amazing events. Yeah. So every time we do these events, people always, and I can attest to this because I've witnessed it with my own eyes, people go, oh my gosh, Francesca Moy, I've been following you for 2 years. Oh, I went to your meetups like 3 years ago. Oh my gosh, I went to one of your very first workshops. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And this is Francesca. Since when are you shy?
So because I feel awful that I don't remember them, that I don't recognize them, because I see so many people, and because a lot of these people then become invisible, right? So they're there at the event, then they keep following me on Facebook, and I'm active every single day, and then they stay behind the invisible. They don't even comment in my stuff. They just watch it and stay invisible. Even if you're watching now and you're not saying hello, you are trying to be invisible, but we can still see you.
We know you're here. We can see.
You know you're here. We can see the numbers, and we're going, why are you not saying hi? There could be a special hi. There could be someone that recognize you on here. You could tell me what you do in your business, and you know, there's so many opportunities for you to stand out and to get yourself out there. And unfortunately, that's why I feel I get shy, because I wish I could say hi, like as excited as they are about saying hi to me, because I'm very grateful, but I don't know them. I don't know who they are, and that really like makes me be embarrassed, because I go, oh, I wish I remember, you know, everyone's name, and you know, so I'm very excited and very grateful. But you know, like. But
there are a few that you do remember, because they're active on social media, and that's the key.
Yes.
As you'll actually say, you know, sometimes you'll see these people, they'll show up in your newsfeed. I always say, if you show up in Francesca's newsfeed, you're doing a good job at your business. And that's true, because that means that you're active, you're visible, you're getting engagement, you're being consistent.
Yeah.
So if you show up on Francesca's newsfeed and she's seeing it, that's pretty amazing.
Oh, Sylvia, thank you. Sylvia says, love you both. Hi, Michelle
Sylvia
from Newcastle. Good to see
Hey,
you.
Michelle.
Oh, that's so lovely. So the next one, become a celebrity is obviously, you know, I'm Italian, and we always, you know, like to put things bigger. Thank you. So it's very important to put yourself out there and to allow to have that celebrity status, as we call it, which is, you know, let people recognize you and let people see you as a person of influence, and let people recognize you as a leader in your niche and as an expert in your niche. And I know that some people are really they're experts and they know lots about something, but they come to me and say, Francesca, I don't know how to add value. And I said, what are you talking about? You are a genius. You got so much knowledge. You got so much power. You got so much things, you know, that people can learn from you. Don't take it for granted, because that's your expertise, but other people have no idea about that.
And they think it's common knowledge. They say, oh, what I teach, it's just so basic. Well, it might seem basic to you. But to most people, it's not common knowledge. Yeah. And that's one thing that in business we need to remember, that is, you're an expert. And what comes easy to you, most people don't even know. So own your expertise.
Yeah. Ray said, yes, so do I.
Oh, great, Ray.
That's good.
Invincible. Everybody wants to be invincible.
There you go. There you go. See, I told you. And the last but not least,
bums on seats.
Why do we need bumps on seat to make an impact? Because we need to get people to seen face to face. You want people to get, to see you, to get to know you, to interact with you, to, to understand that you are the person that is online. You need to make sure that it's not just, I'm talking about how successful I am.
Or an online persona.
Yeah.
Where you turn it on and turn it off for the camera.
Yeah. People want to actually see your face to face and understand that you are the same person that you are online and offline, and that's what people love. All right, so in this case, at this time, usually people ask us a lot of questions. How can you show me all this? Obviously, we can't show all this in such a short webinar, but
these are definitely the things that you absolutely have to make an impact in your community.
Yeah. And so we are now actually in the middle of a national tour.
So exciting.
We've got more things to show you, so make sure that you stay. And after this, we're going to show you amazing thing how to get from invisible to invincible.
So what we're offering today is our FM bundle, and that's only for the people who are attending live right now. So all of you on Facebook, all of you on the webinar, you actually get our bundle, which is worth almost $200. So you get the Follow Me book. Ooh. And this was Francesca's first book that she wrote. And then you also get the Bums on Seats book that she wrote with Natasha Denman, and our wall planner that we've been raving about. Everybody who gets these wall planners absolutely loves them.
Oh, I know.
They're very well laid out. They're a lot better looking than the ones at Officeworks. Those ones are kind of boring. So you not only get 2 books and a wall planner, but you also get the half-day workshop. You get to come meet Francesca live and in person, and all of those things for $77. So it's a steal.
And the workshop is where we teach you how to, those 3 things: how to get actually bums on seat, how to get people at your events, how to get people following you online, and how to get reach their celebrity status. So these are the cities.
Here's all the places we're going. So if you're in Brisbane, we'll be here on the 18th of July. That's this Wednesday. We've only got 3 spots left because our venue can't hold anymore. So we've got to fill those 3 spots. So get in quick so that you get one of those 3 spots for the 18th of July.
The biggest workshop of history, which is of our company, which is great.
Yeah. And then we've got one in Melbourne on the 26th of July. That's next Thursday. We're really, really excited for that. Melissa's going to that one, so we'll see you there. 31st of July in Sydney. 7th of August will be in Cairns. 9th of August will be in Townsville. And the 23rd of August, we're going to be holding an online workshop. So if you can't make it to those dates, or you live in a city that we're not touring this time, you can come to the online workshop. So the link on the slide right there is where you need to go. We'll also have our team put it into the comments for you on Facebook, and we've got it in the chat as well right here in the questions box. So Sunshine Coast, depending on where you are, would you be able to come down to Brisbane? It would be worth the drive.
There are lots of people that come from Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast. I'm in July. Yes,
yay,
you are.
Therese, so excited. We can't wait either.
So good. I can't wait to have you here. That's for sure.
So Sylvia, we're not coming back to the Sunshine Coast until October, I believe. So you're going to want to.
But you can secure the ticket if you want in that same link. So I'm gonna put the link. Actually, we're gonna send you an email after this. So if you're watching on Facebook and you want us to send us some details, just make sure that you put your email to us, please, in the message, and we'll be able to do that.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll give you a call tomorrow. Our team is here for you. So
yeah, totally. All right, so let's go. So how can you make an impact in your community? Yeah. Let's go through it. So reality check. How do you really make an impact in your community?
You cannot make massive impact if you are invisible.
100%. So now we're gonna show you how to get from invisible to invincible. New Zealand, right? We just been to New Zealand a few months back. We are gonna be back next March.
Yeah. So Ray, go ahead and book into the online date.
Yes, make sure that you do that. Absolutely. And so when we send an email later, we've got actually a little bit of a discount in the online one. It's only $47. So just do that if you want. Just message me and we'll be able to send it in there. All right, you guys, let's go. How are we gonna get you from the journey from invisible to
invincible?
Invincible. All right.
So we're going to break it down into easy to manage steps for you, because we shared what each step was, but we didn't tell you the steps on how to get
to one level to the other.
So that's what we're going to do now. Break it up for you.
But first, we want to know, have you recognized where you are? Have you been honest with yourself? And have you decided, yes, I am definitely here on social media, on Facebook, I'm definitely invisible, or I'm definitely active, or I'm definitely between active and established. It's really important that you do that. Recognize. I came to your seminar last year in Auckland. It was awesome. Thank you. Oh, good. So now, if you want to come back or know more about it, just message us, and we'd love to tell you more about anything. If you now feel it's a good time to become part of the Mafia Academy. Yes. All right. Giselle says I'm invisible.
She's active. No, she says she's
active. Oh, sorry.
Therese is invisible and
inconsistent. All right, great.
You're not alone, Therese. It's okay.
Therese, I was there, and I can tell you more. I got one point, I got all the way to empowered, and then I sort of thought, I've done what I need to do. That's it, and I've got it. And then I got back to slowly but surely. I've gone back to not completely invisible, but I think I was between active and established, and it was like so bad. But I started as totally invisible. Like actually, there was a minus invisible. That's where I was 4 years ago.
When you started?
Yeah.
All right, Natalie says she's at the active stage.
All right, I love it. Thank you guys. It's so good that you tell us where you are, because so that we can help you and show you how to get to the next level. That is gold to us. What about you guys? Have you recognized where you're at? Let us know.
Everybody on Facebook?
But as long as you don't need to tell us, you can just say, I know where I am. So when you know, then it's really good. So you are inconsistent. When you are invisible, you are inconsistent online and offline. So that means that you're also not really putting yourself out there to networking events. You're not really going to, other people events and things like that. And that really can affect your visibility, because the reason why I teach people how to be active online and offline is because it is a bit of a, confirmation that you are active. Like if you're just active online and people never ever meet you, you're gonna lose the momentum. For example, Jason, was it Jason that you met us at the expo, and now you're watching my webinar? So that is exactly the strategy that we teach. We do a webinar straight after the expo. Why do you think? Because now all the people that we met at the expo.
Jason says, yeah.
Now all the people that you met at the expo, they will want to check you out for free. They're not ready to spend money. They're not ready to, to buy anything, but they're going to spend time and stalk you on social media, which you want to do, to let your clients stalk you. So then they're now going to check you out in a free webinar, or this morning. Actually, this is the 4th webinar that we're doing a day. We had
it is the webinar. I call it the webinar extravaganza day.
Yeah. So we had a few of those today, which is great, because that's actually perfect timing after an expo, because obviously people will check you out. All right, let's go from invisible to active.
All right. So to get from invisible to active, you want to start building trust online and offline. And there's a few ways that you can do that. One of the ways that we always suggest is to join Facebook groups.
Yes, totally. Be trust on Facebook group, be active. Don't be one of these people that goes on Facebook group, you post something and you run away. Like
don't dump and run.
Dump and run does not work. So just, if you want to build trust on Facebook, it's like, imagine if you go into an event, like into a face-to-face event, and you walk in the room. So that's what you're doing in a Facebook group. You're walking into a room with people, and you walk into a room and say, hey everyone, I actually got a workshop this Wednesday at 9 to 1 in Brisbane. It's $97. Anyone want it? Imagine how awkward would that be? Surely. Imagine. Like, would you ever do it? Would you ever walk into someone's event or group of people, and you would just scream, hey guys, everyone, I'm selling something? You would never do that, but you would do that in a group with 60,000 people or 5,000 people or even 100 people on Facebook. You go in there and you don't know anyone, you just push your stuff and leave. You'll never do that.
No.
And if you do, nobody will buy. And that's this reality. And that's why people give up Facebook so easily, because they try to just promote, and they're getting nowhere. Instead, what we say is give, build trust, give tips, add value, just honestly, genuinely help people, because the more you help, the more they're going to see you as an expert, the more they want to work with you.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And friend people. friend people on Facebook.
Yes.
And when you friend them, this happens to all of us. You friend somebody on Facebook, they don't message you, they don't do anything, and then 30 seconds later it says so-and-so has invited you to like their business page.
I know.
Once again.
And you've got to give love to these type of people because they don't know any better. They're just being told that they have to be active on Facebook, and they're assuming that being active on Facebook means, you know, selling and promoting. And that's not what it is. Being active on Facebook is exactly this, building trust online, and then, you know, giving and adding value and attend networking events and
get to know people.
Exactly. That's what you would do. So, you know, the first thing you want to do when you join a Facebook group is introduce yourself. Tell people you do not in a salesy way. Don't put links and things in there. Just honestly, like, put a photo of you and your family and say, hey, like, you know, this is me, this is my family, and this is how excited I am that I can, you know, I'm privileged enough that I've got my own business. I can spend time with them. You know, and tell what you do without selling. Do not sell. Now, active. So once you've done that, and you don't do this once, you don't do this one time, and that's it.
And then all of a sudden you're active.
No, you need to do consistently for a while until you start to get momentum, and since you start people trust. And how do you know if you got people trust? Because they're commenting. They, you know, when they see you live, they will say hi. If people say hi, that means that they've seen you enough. If people here, I haven't talked yet, I know that. And why? Because you don't know me yet. And you go, why would I say hi to you? Let me just stalk you and see if you're worth of my hi. I know you're doing that, and I love it.
She does love it, I have to say.
I do love it because I can't wait until the day that you'll say hi, and I go, I knew it. And I'll ask you how long you've been watching me, and you will say, a little few months. It feels like I'm a stalker. I'm like, oh, you know, you're normal. That's what everyone does.
It's true.
It's not true. So unfortunately, but
a year, Giselle, there you go.
A year, Giselle. And you haven't been active straight away talking to me, right? You've been watching, and then what? Maybe 6 months you started to be active on my, you know, webinars and talking to me and things like that. I think so.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Sylvia says she's invisible, not sure her content is interesting enough. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. But Sylvia, that's what your head is saying. Stop listening to your head and follow your heart.
Yeah.
And your heart knows that this was your mission, this was your purpose. You were put here in this universe to do what you do. So stop doubting it and stop believing it. And Giselle says, you got me. Yep, I have. I know my little followers. I love you guys. That's why I know everything of what you do. Okay, all right. So now we're going to get from active to established. Active to established. All right, let's do it. So once you've been active for a while, please don't start to do Facebook Live when you're invisible. Because imagine this, nobody knows you, nobody follow you, you go on Facebook Live, you're talking to the camera for like 3 minutes, and then you just start to go, nobody likes me. Sylvia, then you start to go, nobody cares what I say.
My content isn't valuable enough.
My content is not good enough. I'm not good enough. See you later, bye. I'm not going to ever do Facebook Lives again because they don't work for me. And I've heard this so many times. It's not that way. Facebook Live works only when you are already, you know, getting to establish. When you are being active for a while, you got that momentum. Now it's time to do Facebook Lives, not before. Yeah. Please do not do Facebook Live when you're invisible, because that's when you're gonna give up. That's when you're gonna find it hard to get momentum.
And it's not that your content is not valuable. It's just you don't have an audience.
Yes.
So you need to build that audience first.
Yes.
And then give value to the audience.
The following. Remember, we're going back to the 3 things that you need to do. The following, that is the first thing you need to do. So now you're going to do Facebook Lives, and now you're going to be able to, you know, be active and continue being active on Facebook groups like we were saying before. And now it's time for you to ask questions in groups. Now, one of the questions that we have asked, we've got so many questions, but one of them that was really like going crazy was when I was writing my manual for my, you know, academy, and I was writing the manual, and then I was starting to decide what cover to put on, and we had this example of going, hey guys, I've finished writing my manual. I've got a 3-day workshop coming up in a few months, and I'm really like, I need to print all the covers, and I don't know which color should I do these manuals, blue or pink or white.
Because the team couldn't decide. We were like, we all had different opinions about it.
Yeah, and I like them all of them, and I started to say maybe I should do different colors, and you know, and it started this conversation. We had 400 comments. of people that all of them wanted to give my opinion. And then people started to ask me, who's my target market? And then people started to ask me, what do I do? And people started to ask me, when's your next workshop? Wanna come? And right, and so all of a sudden I'm promoting my business without even promoting it, right? So I'm talking about asking questions and talking about fun stuff, but at the same time, I'm positioning myself as a leader, as an expert, as a facilitator of a 3-day workshop where you get a manual. Does it make sense? So all of a sudden, you're thinking, must be successful. That's what you think in your brain. So you need to do the same. You need to ask questions that will position yourself as an expert without you going out there and say, I'm an expert, I'm successful, I've got a workshop.
Because people love to give their opinion.
Oh, yes.
They love it.
Oh,
so give them a chance to. Even with something as basic as a manual cover. Like, how basic is that? But not only did we get, we choose the pink. I like the white, but we got, well, what do you do? Maybe if I knew what you did, I could tell you what color would suit your target market better. And it started conversation.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And imagine 400 comments like that. We actually have one of our clients that she's so cute. She went from invisible to, empowered in literally a few months, because obviously we got lots of tips and things to get you there. And she's like now going, I can't keep up with this. I've got 300, what is it? 600 now.
Yeah.
600 plus people ask me for to give them these, 5 steps to lose 5 kilos, thing. And I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I can't keep up with it. It's like too many people.
We can help you there.
That is a good problem to have. Trust me. Too many people want to give you the email address. Trust me, that's a good problem to have. All right, then another thing that you want to do to get established is to start crewing for other people events. Put yourself out there.
As a volunteer.
Yeah, volunteer and ask, hey, I've been to your workshop before. I loved it. Can I please help? I would love to help. Why not? There's not many people that are going to say no. Trust me. And so put yourself out there and crew. When you crew, you'll be seen as an expert, as a leader instead of being a follower. So, did you crew for Success Resources, Tony Robbins? No, Giselle, I didn't crew for them, but I'm one of the people that's selling the tickets. So obviously I'm part of the crew in a different way. So I'm one of the leaders because I'm obviously putting together groups and bringing people. And actually, and we've got a really good thing coming up with them as well. Anyway, I can't say anymore.
No, you can't. I was going to cut you off. Stay tuned.
I'm getting excited. Okay, so crew at the event is the other thing. Now we're gonna get you to the next level, which is
empowered.
You are amazing. Oh, I love you both. Thank you, Giselle. All right, how are you gonna get us to empowered? Let's go.
Start your very own tribe.
Now, why would we say, Jamie, do not start a tribe before you are empowered?
Because if you're invisible,
I know.
Who's gonna join your tribe?
Who? Literally, who?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to know about it.
And
right?
once again, if you try, when you're invisible, it's just going to lead to disappointment. And what most people do when they're disappointed is they just go, oh, no,
give up.
I'm not doing it. No.
Yeah.
So we want to set you up for success. So that's why we're giving you these steps.
Yeah, 100%. So at this level, once you're empowered, and again, you need to be honest with yourself. Don't just like, as you go, oh, I can do this faster. I can be empowered now. No. Just follow the strategy properly, because obviously that's when you're going to get the most success. Now, once you have a tribe, it's time to write webinars like we're doing here. So every single time we start to promote webinars, we get emails that not everyone will show up to the webinar live. However, they get the recording and they are in our emails now. So if they don't come to this webinar, they come to the next webinar, and that is. Hi, Jane. Jane, say hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jane. How are you?
We start to get a following here. There you go. See, I love it. That's really good. And then once you run the webinars and you get that momentum, then you start to run events, or you get speaking gigs because you put yourself out there. Yeah, so by running events live, you now started to get that interaction and people going, hey, you spoke at that event, can you speak for mine as well? And things like that.
Well, we always have people coming to us. And when I say always, I'm not exaggerating. This happens all the time. People are messaging us wanting to get more speaking engagements. How do you get all these speaking engagements, Francesca? Well, you didn't get them when you were invisible.
No, I didn't get it all the way until I was established and empowered. When I started my Facebook group, actually I probably started my Facebook group that I was only established, and that's why it took me a little bit longer to get results.
But now you need a shortcut.
It took me like 3 months. 3 months later, yeah, of course. 3 months later, I was fully booked with one-on-one sessions. So it wasn't even that short.
No.
But I know that clients get bigger results and faster results in a month instead of 3 months, which is, you know, great. And the thing is, you need to do I forgot what I was saying.
Speaking gigs, how to get speaking gigs.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's why I'm here.
I know, thank you. Okay, that's what I do. I go on a tangent. I go, oops, I don't know where I was with that. So speaking gigs. So I never got speaking gigs. I couldn't get any speaking gigs. So I was like, I'll start my own speaking gig. And that's why I started my own tribe. So I could speak in front of them and create my own momentum. And then when I got to Empower, then other people were like, can you speak for me too? Can you speak for me too? And the people now ask us, how much do you charge for speaking? And we go, you put an audience, I come. It doesn't matter. Like, obviously we've got corporate gigs that they're paid, but for small businesses, we want to give back. We want to help. We're there to be there.
To give value.
Yeah, obviously if we can fit it in the schedule, which now it's getting harder and harder, but when we can, then 100%. We're going to Melbourne, and I've got, in 5 days, we've got 3 gigs. Which is great, plus a 2-day workshop, plus a half-day workshop, so 6 events. 6 in 5 days.
Yeah.
The record was
4 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, true that.
Yeah.
True that.
6 in 4 days.
True that.
Go you.
Yeah, well, that's why I need to make sure that I
That's why we have a team now.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, how are we gonna get invincible?
Oh.
Well, Jamie. That's the thing, you don't get invincible overnight, and you don't get invincible by not doing anything. Like, once you get empowered, we need to get momentum. We need to get, social proof. And a lot of people ask us, what is social proof? We've got different option of how would you explain what social proof is?
Social proof, I would say social proof is when you're walking your talk.
Yes.
So if you are teaching people how to put bums on seats, you're showing people online in photos and by giving tips and by doing webinars that you actually know how to put bums on seats. If you're teaching people how to create a following, you're showing them, that you're running successful events, that you have a following, that you get engagement on Facebook, all of those things. Like, that is social proof, and that's huge. And social proof is what people need before they buy from you. And we go over that more in our half-day workshop about how to get that social proof and different things that you can do.
100%. And social proof is actually showing that, that's why the online and offline strategy works so well, because you're showing that you get people at your event. If you get people at your event, people are going to believe and assume and hallucinate sometimes that you're successful. It's true.
It's true.
It's true. And a lot of the time, unfortunately, some people use this for the bad. Like, they make people think that I've got people, I'm successful, and then they're not actually adding value and they're actually successful. And that is not what I want you to do. I want you to be honest and not put that mask in front of you and be fake until you make it, because that doesn't work. So be honest and be genuine. I remember in one of my very first events, when I started to be established and people were coming to my event, and I was putting all these photos on social media, and people were like, Jessica, you're smashing it. You must be doing so much money. And I'll be like, I've got a poker face. Like, I don't have a poker face. I can't lie at all.
You can.
And I was like, well, actually, I'm not making much money now. I'm actually losing money. But I know that one day it will work out. So I will definitely let you know when that happened. And I just knew that eventually that would have been turning into dollars. And in fact,
it's because you were consistent too.
Exactly.
You didn't give up. Yeah. And that's the next thing. Oh, imagine that.
Consistency online and offline. It didn't happen overnight. I wasn't just like put social proof and put photos of me with people and then boom, I've got people. And that's unfortunate when people do that. They come to workshops and they say, can we just take photo and pretend that this audience that is yours is mine? And I usually say no, because this is not true. I want you to actually run the event and make that happen, and not fake it until you make it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to feel genuine about that photo, because it's not true. So I want you to really make sure that you are honest about what you do and what you create around you, and that's when people are going to feel it. And then the last but not least, and the one that I love, is being yourself. You need to be yourself. You can't fake it. You can't, be someone else's. I cannot, pretend to speak all proper, and that's not me. Someone sent me an email. There is 76 errors in this book. 76 errors. I'm like, thank goodness that you got time to go and read it and take time to write down the errors. Like, you are amazing. Thank you so much. And I didn't change those errors because that is what makes me me. If you would read this book and it's flawless and it's perfect, and then you come into a webinar, you'd be like, who wrote this book for you? It's too perfect. You got a broken English. How can you write a book perfect and then talk like you talk, right? So I'm like, yeah, who cares? There's mistakes in there. Unless it's like something that, is completely like rude or something that is not right, then of course we'll change it. But if it's not upsetting anyone, just leave it there.
Yeah.
It is perfect
for me. Oh, thanks, Giselle.
Thank you, darling. All right. Good point. Never thought about that. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. I love you, darling. Okay, so how do we say invincible?
Yeah, because once you're invincible, it's not like I've made it, I'm invincible. All right, so it's just all gonna take care of itself, right?
I know. I actually made this mistake myself.
Yeah.
I did.
I was there when it happened.
In 2017, at one point in time, in 2017, I started to get these tonsillitis and I was tired. I think I was about to burn out, and I started to slowly get myself less and less and less active, and I was sort of becoming a little bit invincible. I didn't want to do it. I'm like, can my team do it for me? I literally was doing that because I thought, I'm getting sick and now I need to look after myself, and I started to be scared. Everyone's telling me, your adrenals, you need to, put yourself away. And that I make a mistake. I thought that being active on social media was burning me out, but that wasn't the case, right? Being active, if you do it in balance, it's not going to burn you out. That's not what it is. And now I've learned how to be super active on social media and how to still not burning out.
And even when you're not feeling well, you can still be active in different ways.
Exactly.
So it is important to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you don't have to be invisible.
Yeah, and even it's not that I'm not well, maybe it's like I don't feel like it. I'll still be active on social media without actually doing a Facebook Live. And there's multiple ways that you can still be active without being you all the time out there. So that's something that I've really learned. However, to stay invincible, so when you are just got to invincible, you need to now maintain your status. So you need to be live every day. And what I said is like, live doesn't mean that you sit here what we're doing now and and
presenting,
educating and presenting. Yeah, you can actually do a Facebook Live, at the dog park and go, hey guys, today I'm taking a day off. I'm at the dog park and I'm spending time with my dog, and like whatever, like when you go to to the kids and you do a Facebook Live with your kids, like
you're making dinner.
Yeah, multiple ways to do it. Those are all relevant though, because that's what people think that those are moments that why do I need to show my personal life? Because that's how people are going to connect with you. That's how people are going to really like engage and understand that you are human, and they want to see that part of you. They want to understand that you are a mother and you've got your own ups and downs and all that. That's when people actually see the real you without the mask.
One of our highest click rates on our emails, I have to say, is when you were talking about Ollie.
Yes,
the dog.
My baby.
So that's real.
Yeah.
People want to know about cute little Ollie.
Yeah.
So people want what's real.
About my holiday.
Yes.
Literally. The other day I went to a speaking event. I was like, who's stalking me? And one lady put her hand up. I was like, I was Bali. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah.
Right. So people know that I've been to Bali. They do this, they do that. That's exactly it. Now the other thing is be seen as a leader. Put yourself out there, be seen as a leader, keep running events, keep talking, speaking in public, and that's how people are gonna, you're gonna maintain that status. And the third but not least,
outsource. So grab a virtual assistant.
Virtual assistant, I've got my virtual assistant. All three of them are from the Philippines. We love them to bits. We've got now over 60 virtual assistants for our clients that we, find and train for them, and that's how they stay invincible as well.
All right, so this is really super important to know, is that you have to have all three of the steps to make a massive impact, because when you take one away, it totally changes everything. So for those of you who are on Facebook, you know, the 3 steps were grow and monetize your following, become a celebrity, and get bums on seats. And by doing that, you're going to have a massive impact and boom your business. So for example, if you take away monetize your following, so let's take away monetize your following. If you're just getting bums on seats and you're a celebrity online, that's great. But if you're not making any money, then you don't have a business. So
you have a hobby.
Exactly. So you can't take that away. Now let's take away bums on seats. So you're monetizing your following, growing your following, and you're a celebrity online. Well, that's great, but that's only giving you part of the social proof that you need. So you need the social proof not only online, but you also need it online. So you need, or offline, sorry, offline. So you need those bums on seats.
Yeah.
So now let's take away the celebrity factor. So you're growing and monetizing your following and you're getting bums on seats, but nobody really knows who you are online.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, you're missing out on a whole part of your business and a whole group of people, a massive group of people online that you could be impacting. So that's why you have to have all 3 together.
Absolutely. And that is something that we really took time for us to work out and understand. So we actually cover all these at the half-day workshop.
Oh, we're so excited. We've got one coming up in 2 days in Brisbane.
And it's the biggest one ever.
Yeah. So once again, for those of you who didn't hear earlier, because we have had quite a few people hop on, we're having a special today because you've joined us for this very special webinar. It's $77 and you get Francesca's Follow Me book. Ooh, I feel like Vanna White. That's too American. I don't think Australians would know who Vanna White is.
No,
Who's like a presenter on a game show. Anyways, so you get the Follow Me book.
Shut up and build your network.
And you get the Bums on Seats book that Francesca wrote with Natasha Denman. And you get our beautiful wall planner that you can hang on the wall. It's a lot prettier than those Officeworks ones. And you get a ticket to our half-day workshop for only $77.
Bargain.
That's a bargain, because if you go online later, like tomorrow, and you want to come to the workshop, which we would love, you get the book and the workshop for $87, which is still great value, but today you get it for $10 cheaper and you get twice as much stuff.
Literally, you come to the workshop for $10 value. Like it's crazy.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. So we're going to send you an email about this, but if not, just go to empoweringevents.com.au/FM bundle and you'll be able to get the bundle for yourself. Thank you so much, guys. We're actually going to send you a PowerPoint, so have a look at your junk email if you have joined the webinar. If you're watching on Meetup Queen and you want to know more information, please make sure that you send me a PM and my team can send you the PowerPoint as well.
All right, so Therese says, should I resign? Do I get the calendar?
What does resign?
Resign.
Oh,
sorry.
Resign. You can get your calendar, darling. I'll give it to you. Don't you worry. Because you got it for 87. You go, oh my goodness, I got it for 87. Don't you worry, my darling. I'll give it to you. Okay. All right, everyone. I love you lots. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday or anytime during the national tour. We are in the middle of the national tour. And we're very grateful to have you guys here. Have a great Monday night. Have a great week. Yes, we'll love a copy of the PowerPoint and going to let everyone know how inspiring you are.
Thank
you. That made my day. That's so cute. All right. So remember that your business is a 3D printout of your thoughts. Whatever happens out here will manifest into your business. So work on your mindset and magic will happen. Thank you for watching, everyone. Love you lots, and I'll see you at the next webinar or at my workshop. Bye.
Bye.